and it's been an amazing journey so far. But what I would like to know more about you is your first book about delighting your customer, your leadership journey. So can we go back a bit more about that?
Well, where I started running the hotel?
Correct, yes.
Well, I went to the hotel in 1974 to join my husband.
Okay.
To run the hotel.
Yeah.
And I started with the washing up. I was promoted to chambermaid. I did waiting, and I helped my husband, who was the chef, do the cooking. And we had 4 children, and we only had 10 staff at that time, and we really worked our socks off. Then in 1991 he collapsed and died from a heart attack, and was only 45.
Yeah.
So suddenly I'd been left with a business, and I literally had to get up the next day to run it, because I had customers there. But I think, as you know, I used to be a dancer.
That's right.
And there's
a great dancer as well.
And in the theatre there is a saying, if you're standing up and breathing, you're on, and you never give up. So that, I think, kept me going at that time, although I was completely grief-stricken, as you can imagine. Yeah. So I wanted to sell it, because I didn't think for 1 minute I could run it on my own. 1991, there was a recession. I couldn't sell it, and it was quite run down, and I'd been left no mortgage protection or life insurance. I'd been left nothing.
Right.
And I'd had no business experience at all. I'd had no experience of running the managerial or the financial side. And I always joke and say I didn't know a bottom line from a chorus line, because having been a dancer.
That's right, yeah.
But I couldn't sell it. I mean, and at that time interest rates were 13%. And it was an article in a magazine that changed my mind, actually. And it said, it's your life, so get proactive, whatever happens to you. Whatever happens to you in life, you can steer it forward or you can steer it back.
Yeah.
And I decided that night, I remember so clearly, it was a Friday, I was going to have a go. So of course I told my family, and they were quite pleased, actually. But then I told the estate agents, and they weren't so pleased, as you can imagine.
Okay.
A woman, it was over 20 years ago now, and a woman with no business experience, well, how is she ever going to run a hotel?
But you've run this for how many years?
26 I ran it for.
26 years.
And do you know what I discovered? A woman is like a tea bag. She doesn't know her strength, so she's put in hot water.
That's a great analogy.
And so that is what I try and go around encouraging, particularly women, to reach their full potential and realise that they can.